It's 5 o'clock. This is the Early Rundown. Making news today. I've never felt more unsafe on set. In a UK exclusive interview, the head of the camera department on Alec Baldwin's Rust tells Sky News the fatal shooting of a cinematographer was preventable. Good morning, this is the Early Rundown. Leading the news today, a former senior crew member who quit the set of Rust just a day before Alec Baldwin shot dead a cinematographer says the production was unsafe. In a UK exclusive interview, the now shelved film's former head of cameras, Lane Looper, tells Sky News Helena Hutchins' death was absolutely preventable and it was caused by cost-cutting and corner-cutting on set. The police investigation is ongoing, but questions remain as to why live ammunition was used in the production. Our correspondent Martha Kellner reports.
I've never felt more unsafe on set or off set. I've never felt I was more in danger of dying on the set or on the drive home, because I was exhausted.
Former England captain Michael Vaughan has strongly denied any allegation of racism against Azeem Rafiq and two other Asian players at Yorkshire County Cricket Club. His comments follow an internal investigation at the club, which found Azeem Rafiq faced racial harassment and bullying while playing there. Let's now get the latest from our correspondent in Westminster, Rob Powell. Rob, what happens next? There was mention of a by-election in his constituency.
So, yeah, there will be a by-election in North Shropshire. We don't know the exact date for that yet, but that will be decided quite soon.
Now, earlier in the programme, we brought you the story of hundreds of patients having to wait more than a year for IVF treatment because of the pandemic. Well, I'm joined now by Katie Bryan from Fertility Network UK, the charity behind a survey exploring these delays. Katie, the report really hammers home how heartbreaking it is for some couples, particularly because it means some now can't have children.
Yeah, the report was really heartbreaking. We know that the majority of IVF clinics are working pretty much as normal. And the delays that we're seeing now are not so much with people not able to access treatment, but earlier down the line, people having delays for testing, for procedures that they need before fertility treatment.
The report also talks about the impact of some of the measures introduced during COVID times, like, for example, women having to go to appointments where they're receiving really bad news on their own. What impact do you think that's had on people, and how can they be helped now going forward? What lessons do you think may have been learned?
I think the thing about fertility treatment is that we're treating a couple, we're not treating one person for the most part. And male partners are often left out completely because they haven't been able to go to appointments.
It's 6:44, you're watching the Early Rundown. Stay with us, still to come. Dancing to save the planet, how one nightclub in Glasgow plans to use body heat to provide energy. And David, were you a clubber yourself? Is that how you got the idea for this?
Yeah, certainly I enjoy clubbing. I think, 6:30 in the morning on a Friday, I'm not really thinking about clubbing right now, but Sunday at our lunch event, I'll definitely be cutting some colorful shapes.